Today is Guru Purnima. This is the first full moon night after the summer solstice or after the sun's movement in relationship with our planet has started moving south. When this shift happens on the day of the solstice, from then on, in terms of nature, you're moving from a dynamic movement of energies, both of the planet, or at least the northern hemisphere, and what is happening in our bodies. When we move away from the dynamic nature, we're naturally moving towards what we refer to as inertia. The extreme manifestation of inertia is death. So in a way, we are moving towards a certain slowdown of our system. So this is the nature of the planet. During these last few months, post-winter months, everything in nature has burst out exuberantly. We call it spring. Spring means something is bursting out. Life energies are bursting out, both in terms of the planet and definitely that reflects in our bodies. So when this shift happens and sun's movement starts turning south, depending upon which part of the 12-year cycle we are in a given year. When I say a 12-year cycle, the solar cycle, as per the observations within our system, is approximately 12.25 to 12.4 years. The movement or our relationship with the Jupiter, as you know, most of you should know, at least those of you who are in India are aware of this. Jupiter is referred to as Buddha because it is supposed to be Bruhaspati. If somebody is brilliant, then we say, oh, he's a Bruhaspati, because his intelligence, his energies have become lit, very dynamic. So the story goes like this: there was a sage called Bruhaspati, and Adi Yogi made him into a planet and put him as Jupiter. You be there to guard over the human creatures so that they become human beings. Light them up. How is Jupiter lighting us up? As you all know, Jupiter's orbit is outside of the Earth's orbit. Wherever Jupiter is in the orbit, the sun gets pulled in that direction. Sun is not stationary. It gets pulled in the direction of the Jupiter approximately the same distance as the diameter of the sun itself. So depending upon where Jupiter is going, sun is here, 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 here. So whenever the Jupiter and Earth come in sync between their two orbits, because our orbit is 365 days, Jupiter's orbit is 11.85 years. So whenever it comes in touch, at that time, the dynamism of the sun is at its highest peak on this planet. As all of you know, that the only source of energy on this planet is solar energy. So when the planet and the Jupiter gets aligned, because this is moving rapidly, this is moving slowly, it gets aligned somewhere. When that happens, you get the maximum. While this maximum is good, if you keep the planet good, because this maximum brings extra heat. On an average, there is a variation of 2.5 degrees Celsius variation in temperature in these 12 years, mainly because of the influence of the Jupiter pulling the sun a little closer to us. So this means more sunlight, more temperature, more radiation. If we want to benefit from this, we must keep the planet healthy, green, then you will benefit. Otherwise, you could be little scorched out. Now, the important thing is, once dynamism that was naturally offered to us is receding and inertia is settling down, you must do something to keep this dynamic. This is why this phase from now onwards is called a sadhana pada.
See, if this plant has to grow, if this tree has to grow and blossom to its full capability, the ambience that you provide, isn't it very important? Similarly, for this being also, ambience is very important. In what kind of ambience, what is done to you is very, very important. Sadhana is not about going somewhere. Sadhana is about stopping this itch to go somewhere. Sadhana is a method to bring you to a certain level of maturity where the need to go somewhere is gone. Sitting here is good enough. That is why people who are steeped in sadhana are not moving anywhere, they're just sitting. And everything that's worth knowing can be perceived from here. If you travel all over the place, you will still not know whether the world is round or flat. Forget about knowing the intricacies of life. But if you're truly here, everything that's worth knowing is right here. So, sadhana is that blessed process through which you realize this, that there is nowhere to go. The need to go, when it stops, your sadhana is successful.
Starting from 21st of June goes on till Mahashivratri, so 6 to 7 months. So this Guru Purnima, celebration means generally people eat more. So in the Guru's name, don't eat more, please. If you eat little less, there'll be a reminder. You eat little less and see, everything that you want to do on that day, your memory works very well. You will eat little more and see, everything gets blurred out. So, I'm saying, whatever you're eating, just be conscious of this. If you're eating by hand, we call it a morsel of food. If you're eating a spoonful of food, from today till winter solstice, because inertia is setting in, just eat 3 morsels less. Be conscious, every meal that you sit, you will eat 3 spoonfuls less, only 3. It's not going to hurt you. Just being conscious, I'm eating less because I want to be assisting my dynamism, not settle into my inertia. Assisting life, not death, because death does not need your assistance. Death is always super efficient. Has it spared anyone? So many have missed their life, isn't it? Has anybody in the history of humanity missed death? This is Guru Purnima, I must clear these cobwebs. A guru means he's kept his energies in such a way, he's intense. Because he burns like that, naturally he emits light. In his presence, you see things that otherwise you won't see even if it's right here. Because you're made like this, the way you're made is such, without light you cannot see. But a guru is not a teacher. A guru is not a guide or a philosopher, nor a friend. He is there just to light it up. That's why, from this Guru Purnima till December 22nd, you eat 3 morsels less. Whatever you need to eat, 3 morsels less. So how can we do celebrate Guru Purnima without talking about Adi Yogi. When Adi Yogi became Adi Guru, he was reluctant because he was completely blissed out and you don't know what these seven people are. Everybody, when they sit in front of you, they will drip tears and say, Sadhguru, my life is for you. Tomorrow morning, their uncle's daughter's birthday is happening, they must go. So, he kept them there for years without even looking at them. But those seven were not that kind. They gave everything they had and prepared and prepared and prepared. On this solstice day, when he was trying to adjust his own system, he opened his eyes and looked. Suddenly, these seven idiots are shining beings they have become. He just gave them something simple to prepare and they have become shining beings. He looked at them. Then he also turned south. Because he turned south, they called him Dakshinamurti. That means the deity of the south or the deity which faces the south. So he turned south and became a guru. So this is the birth of a guru, which is not a position, exalted position of power, but of commitment and sacrifice. So he sacrificed his own freedom and his blissfulness and his ecstasy and committed to transmit what was happening within him. So this is why Guru Purnima, his commitment and so many other wonderful beings who committed along the way in these many thousands of years. Don't waste that commitment. It's time that you commit, if not for everybody's well-being, at least for your well-being.